Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. So, last time we were doing Treasures of Aht Urhgan, and we met up with the spies of the three nations from the Middle Lands, which came to include Ayame from Bastok, so hey, that's good. Some good shit. But now, there's been obviously more than a game day wait or whatever, so we can go to the Shower Tea House. Also, you might notice that I got some new duds. I got Crimson Scale Mail from Aspidal Launch finally. I augmented it. I didn't get the best augments available. You can actually get up to 2% haste and 6 of, I guess, any mixture of 5 different attributes between strength, agility, mind, intelligence, and I think charisma. But this was the best augment I got off of one set of tatters. I had to go back to Sky and kill Seiryu and Genbu for attempts at the other Crimson Abjurations to, try to augment this thing. I would have loved to have gotten 6 strength. You can also apparently get accuracy. But yeah, so get ready for cutscenes with spies. I think it's going to be with the spies. I would assume it's going to be with the spies. What? How? Fine, I'll visit the Grand Duke Palace myself. Urdan Comedian, perhaps you might consider lowering your voice. How can you be so calm? War is about to engulf us. Hey, would you put a sock in it and let me finish? The fuck is Naji doing here? Well, at least he got away from the door, I guess. You can't blame a spy for getting excited. As I was saying, Ayame has reported that the council hasn't reached a conclusion yet. They've just decided to call a recess. The council has continued long past its scheduled duration, and now this recess? Have they made so little progress? How should I know? No one tells me anything. Why don't you ask Ayame next time you see her? Besides, I'm here on orders from the captain. Well, some super secret state business? Well, not exactly. I'm trying to find a mercenary by the name of Calm Wind. He's supposed to be attending the council. Army said one of you might know where he is. What's so damn funny? If you got something to say to me, then come right out and say it. Of course. If anyone would have a more intimate understanding of the state of the Empire than us, it would be Calm Wind. Great, now where do I find him? Now hold on there, you haven't even seen any proof that you're really a mithril musketeer. You can't expect us to just fill information on the ground like so many beans, Mr. Naji. Calm Wind, excellent timing. I'll vouch for Naji. So here's the official summons with your name in bold. Go on, take it. Naji hands you an Allied Council summons, and my work is done. Off with you to the Grand Duke Palace. You're not escorting Calm Wind to Juno? Me? No, I'm no babysitter. Besides, I have something else to attend to while I'm here. See you at the palace, Calm Wind. Right. Now where's this place that's always under siege by the beastmen? It's time for some action. Yep, that's just like him. Oh, I gotta say, being from Bastok makes these other, so far, has made every other expansion just come on. Clearly, the canonical nation for the adventurer is Bastok. Get fucked, Sandy, and Winders, because, you don't see fucking Simi Lafina, you don't see the Star Sibyl, you don't see, the fucking Master Caster Wizards. You don't see fucking Temple Knights hardly ever. I mean, occasionally you see some Sandioria stuff in these storylines, but I mean, come on. Oh my god, there's so much Bastok, man. There's so much Bastok everywhere. I love it. I also love these convenient warp points. Today, Tomorrow I will likely hate them again. Calm wind. You're about to enter the council. Glad to see you made it in time. Right then, this way to the meeting room. But before you begin, why don't you take a few moments to gather your thoughts? I mean, they've been going at this for hours. I doubt they'll miss you a couple minutes more. Oh great, are we gonna be getting weird Shantato subliminal shit again? Due to the way the cutscene is like loaded in or whatever, with all the angles and shit? As I've already stated numerous times, it is in our best interest to prevent the completion of the Empire's secret weapon, this Iron Colossus of theirs. Bastok is prepared to employ military action to accomplish this goal, without your support if necessary. I am in full agreement with the Captain in this case. The Empire's intentions are clear. We must not lose this race. But if we mobilize our forces, we will be giving the Grand Vizier and his supporters just the ammunition they need to fuel a full-scale war. The Empress yet retains loyal subjects within her realm. I believe we can still avoid open confrontation. Oh ho ho, so unlike you, my dear Prince. Your sentimental view of the situation is making me wince. If I'm not mistaken, Your Highness, wasn't it one of your agents that described the Empress's position as little more than a puppet on the throne? Puppet on the throne. Aha! Because she's a puppet master. How clever of you, Final Fantasy XI. This will be a conflict of epic proportions. Perhaps we should strive harder for a diplomatic solution. While I agree with you in theory, we'll walk a dangerous line. Despite its state of constant warfare, the sprawling empire commands staggering resources. If we fail to make the first move, we could face casualties on the scale of the Great War. The Great War? Surely you jest. The carnage from this apocalypse will be far greater than all the rest. Worse than the Great War? You all know of the Gordius, I presume? It is best we're all aware of this potential source of doom. One does not lightly forget such an object. You speak of the sacred artifact kept within the Wallara Temple? An amazing creation worthy of mention, but that is not the phenomenon to which I wish to draw your attention. Stellar map. North, you got the Behemoth constellation, the North Star, Sleipnir constellation, Falbub, Ifrit, Leviathan, the Cactuar, Alexander, and the Gordius. Oh, it's like the key star in the Alexander constellation. But wait a minute, aren't these all actually like... Huh. So there's a constellation for every sleeping god? That's kind of spooky. Although I guess Behemoth isn't fucking... Behemoth is just like a Chad in here. He's like, yeah, I'm a big muscular fucking monster hunk, bitch. I take dumps on your gods. That's why I'm at the top. Anyway, but that is not the phenomenon to which I wish to draw your attention. I refer to an event from 900 years before. The supernova that was born from the Earth and stole the night sky for an entire year, as we passed down in lore. Supernova born from the Earth that stole the night sky? Yeah, that is poetic as fuck. Ah, now this I recall from my lessons. This was the miracle bestowed by the goddess that marked the beginning of the Crystal Era. After the glare finally faded, the star of the first magnitude became part of the Alexander constellation, correct? It was merely a coincidence that the supernova's trajectory passed in front of that star. The truth of the matter is more fascinating by far. The trajectory? I don't understand. I discovered in ancient papyrus in the extensive vaults of the Optistery. The following was written in a script bold and flowery. When the light deity clashed with the dark, rent in twain were the heavens, and devastated was the earth by a storm beyond comprehension. I must admit to feeling a degree of shock, for this simple passage described the arrival of Ragnarok. Ragnarok? The northern legend that tells of the twilight of the gods? You mean to tell us that this supernova was in fact the aftermath of a battle between divinities? Oh, so close to the mark. Shall I endeavor to bring you out of the dark? This is my hypothesis based on the facts at hand. The old Empire of Aht Urhgan launched their Iron Colossus, imbued with the spirit of the light deity, high into the air, and attempted to dominate the entire land. The nation that revered a rival deity was unsurprisingly not amused. They sent up their Dark Rider, born from sacrifice and with other darkness infused. A fierce battle raged in the skies, and eventually both combatants fell to earth, the giant in pieces, and the rider with grave wounds to his material form. But this titanic struggle had blasted the land into ruin and left a void in the heavens that spawned a cataclysmic storm. An apocalypse. What a ridiculous story. How could an Iron Colossus be made to fly? What does this have to do with the name of the Gordius? We Taru have always been notoriously fussy about our cuisine. The name has probably heard from a trader in foreign goods is what I mean. The name of the Colossus' heart, given to a star. We have let ourselves be distracted by the candescences. The Gordius should have been our true concern. We can only hope that the Grand Vizier has failed to notice the true value of the treasure under his nose. We must hurry to bring this matter to a close. Feels kind of unlikely. Naji reporting in. I've brought Calmwind back with me. You're late. Where in Altana's name have you been? I had to wait like 9 hours for a besieged, Ayami. Gah. Take it easy, Ayami. Calmwind, we are grateful you should come. Your insight will be invaluable. Or could come, rather. Please describe to us your impressions of the events unfolding in the Empire. I guess Treon did kick this whole thing off. I guess they did a pretty good job of getting all the nations in on this one. Thanks to your talents, getting the program data we needed was far less complicated than expected. But the Empress appears to have only a tentative hold on consciousness. It is nothing to be concerned about. When reading someone's memories with my altered perspective, it occasionally releases images and thoughts sealed deep within the mind. This state of regression is only temporary. She will recover in time. So they drugged Afmao and like did deep regression hypnosis or something. Oh, there's the Gordius. Let us begin. So this day has finally come. That voice! If it isn't Nashmira, then who? Maybe a program left by your mama? Or a program left by your papa? I know not who you are, but it appears you have completed construction of Azadal and unraveled the Gordius. Congratulations are in order. You will soon hold the most awe-inspiring weapon in Urhgan in the palm of your hand. The power of light. Father? But the power of Alexander is a double-edged sword. Mother? The infinite energy of a star. The legends, not to mention the ruins, speak eloquently of the destruction that will befall should you make a single misstep. I guess Avjang should be read in a softer tone because it's supposed to be a lady. It is not too late. If you possess a shred of compassion, you will halt the program immediately. We hope you choose the wiser course. A cunning trick, Nashmira, defiant until the last. got a lot of windows. Behold, this is the will of Alexander. I fear no legend or signs of past failures. I will carve out my own destiny. Ah, shit. Puppet broke. It's gonna make Half Mouse sad. Off-Jang? Minajing? Oh. Oh wow, they actually sort of gave her a simulated scream there. Thank you, Calmwind. I am sure we've all felt the immediacy of your experiences, and if we can believe the words of the Grand Vizier, war with the Empire seems inevitable. I'm afraid I have to agree with you. That a war it shall be. Preparations must be made with all urgency. Bastock's armada is ready to sail. Once I give the order, the sea will be ours. Are we committed? Ho ho ho! Our amphibious Cardian advancians were already given the orders to deploy. They lay hidden in the Wadjom woodlands, primed and waiting to destroy. Already deployed? Was the decision of this council a foregone conclusion? Now, hold on a minute. From what I gather from Calmwind's explanation, this Luzov character wants to prevent Ragnarok as much as we do. Nachi, remember your station. And the Empress is of the same mind, isn't that right, Calmwind? The way I see it, there's no need to go head-to-head with the Empire's forces. If we can spirit Luzov out of their clutches, then we can at least put a stop to this Ragnarok business. We might even get a chance to restore authority to the Empress while we're at it. Ayami, Calmwind, we've all been to Aht Urhgan. We've seen the lives, the smiles, the tears of her people. The citizens of the Empire are as much of the children of Altana as we are. War should be considered only after every other avenue has been exhausted. Naji. Oh ho ho, a voice of reason from Bastock, the nation of minds in gloom. And you would plan this strategy yourself, I assume. Well, yeah, of course. Wonderful, I admire your ambition. I shall offer the latest model of Cardian to escort you on this mission. Thank you, Dr. Shantato. Very well, then you shall have 2 veteran knights to accompany you as well. And from Juno, you will have the use of our fastest airship, with an ace pilot at the wheel. Prince Trion, Sir Wolfgang. It appears I have no choice. I will inform the president of this operation myself. Captain Volker, then I should... On one condition. Calmwind is to go with you. Will you accompany Naji? Yeah, count me in, dude. I ain't gonna leave my fellow Bastocan boy behind. It will be dangerous, but will feel better knowing Naji is accompanied by someone I know I can trust. Looking forward to working with you, Calmwind. Excellent. I will have Pheromosil prepare your transportation at once. I'm sure we have all urgent tasks to attend to. I declare this session of the Council at an end. May your actions find Altana's fortune. Oh god, excuse me. Let's see. Now I think we go talk to Pheromosil, but I don't have the guide open. So I'm just gonna make sure if I can stop burping for 2 seconds. Not even drinking soda right now. Let's see, we are on Unraveling Reason. Unraveling Reason, which is Mission 40. Optional. Speak to Pheromosil in Rulude Gardens for a brief cutscene. You must... Oh my fucking god, are you serious? What is it? Do I look like a tour guide? Ah, my apologies. You're here for the Wadjom infiltration operation, correct? The airship Endymion is being prepared for flight. Really? So I'm really gonna have to... Oh my fucking god. The guide says, zone and wait a game day, and then Pheromosil will begin the next cutscene. Oh my fucking god. The next game day will not occur for another 40 minutes? Something like that? Jesus Christ, we're only 20 minutes into this recording. Fuck me, dude. But we were already given the title Endymion Paratrooper? What? That seems out of place. We haven't paratrooped. Spoiler alert, game. Jesus. Oh well. I suppose we could do other things. Although I'm not exactly sure what other things to start. Let's see. I guess we can do some bizarre hounding while I think of something. Let's see. Theoretically, I could go start another nation's missions, but I don't think I want to do that just yet. I don't want to buy those right now. I am starting a second relic weapon, actually. I'm going to make the Great Sword, the Ragnarok. You may have seen a bonus episode where I fought the animated Claymore. And let me tell you, that thing kicked my ass like 2 times? Yeah, 2 times. I beat it on the 3rd try. 3rd time was the charm. But man, that thing really, really fucking kicked my ass. It had all the right combos to really fuck up a Trust Party at 75. Because it has Ice Spikes, a really strong single hit weapon skill that gives it an aftermath effect that makes it critical hit more, a high crit rate, hits really hard, swings pretty fast, casts Blizzaga 3, casts Sleepga, and has relatively high HP and defense and evasion. But the solution was to just... I mean, I ain't paying 160k for a blue pondweed. Oof, that's highway robbery. Although I am glad to see people are realizing that if you sell it for anywhere close to 30k, you're basically just like giving it away for free. Last beer. Oh, I already looked at him. I've actually been seeing more and varied people in Plutons for 1,000. I'll hold back. Yeah, I've actually been seeing more and varied people here in the Bazaar space recently. A lot of old familiar faces too, but some new ones as well. I suppose we could go start doing more Wings of the Goddess missions, since we're about to wrap up Treasures of Aht Urhgan. But since we are doing Aht Urhgan right now, we could also, I guess, we're far enough along. We've had access to Salvage since like mission. I think whatever mission that Mashmira tries to give you the glory crown on. I think that's when you become a well-known adventurer or whatever. So let me just open up the salvage guide real quick, because I do not remember the layouts of any of those zones, let alone the bosses. So let me see which one had the armored chariot. And because I don't fully remember any of them, other than their bosses, like their main bosses. So I'm just going to pick the one that has the chariot I know I could actually stand up against for a little while. Although I probably... let's see, Battleclad Chariot. Is that the one? Let's see. Approximately 50,000 HP. Wow, damn. Uses all chariot abilities plus Discoid. Discoid is a distributed damage attack equivalent to 4,400 damage and can be reduced by shell and other damage taken things. Okay, so that's not the one we want. That's the one you used to have to fight with pet jobs. Armored Chariot. I think Armored Chariot's the one we want to try to fight. I mean, if we could even get there. I have no... Okay, approximately 50,000 HP. Uses all chariot abilities plus Mortal Revolution, which is a 15 Yalm AoE, 300 to 1,000 plus damage, and knockback, and stun for up to 5 seconds. The effects of Mortal Revolution can be blocked by shadow images. May take up to all 3 shadow images if all hits connect. So that's the one we want. So, Arapago Remnants, eh? Very well. So, in order to do salvage, we gotta talk to this guy, Zashal. I got a whopping great deal for an upstanding mercenary like yourself. You keen? What are you, from Australia? Sure. You know what I think, mate? You're a spy for one of those foreign nations, ain't you? I was just messing with you. But it looks like I hit the mark. Don't come over here all cold now. I ain't gonna cinch on you to the boys in blue. Look here, I ain't no corn honest. Got any interest in the ruins of Azadal? You know, that place under the ocean once been protected as a piece of cultural heritage. You must have heard about it by now. Now what I'm offering you is a chance to enter the Remnants. You what? You reckon any geezer can get in there for the price of admission? Listen, mate, that particular part of the ruins ain't the old kit and caboodle, if you know what I mean. That's just the front door. The towers sticking out the ocean roundabouts are remnants of the original Azadale complex. You've seen them on the Silver Sea Ferry route, haven't you? Now there are 4 of these towers that have been identified by the Empire. The Arapago Remnants, the Silver Sea Remnants, the Zalm Remnants, and the Bathbow Remnants. According to my sources, those remnants are fit to bursting with tasty treasure. Don't you worry about how I got me information. That's me little secret. All you gotta think about is how I can get you in there. And how you're gonna carry out all that shiny loot. This is just between you and me, right? You see, there's something I gotta have. Assault points. What, you think I could just earn them myself? Listen, mate, not every geezer is blessed with your bleeding talent, alright? I need a cartload of those points, and that's all you need to know. Have a gander at this. It's a Remnants permanent. With this little scrap of paper, you can get into the ruins for free. Not only that, but if you get into those areas what are blocked off by the Imperial Army, this magic ticket can be yours for 500 assault points. I don't give a fig what area the points are from. How do we exchange assault points? Well, that's for me to know and for you to keep your bleeding nose out of. Not to worry, mate. It's nothing I'll come back to bite you in the bum. So what's it gonna be? Are you in? Yeah, I'm in. Fantastic. With enough points I can... Oh, but never you mind. Down to brass tacks. Which area are you willing to exchange points from? So, we got a whole shit ton of points from every place because... I'm sexy. We'll go for our highest point place, I guess. It's a done deal. Permanent exchange for your Mamulj training grounds assault points. Here's your Remnants permits. This will let you enter the ruins for nothing more than a wink and a smile. It's a one-time ticket though. Once you enter, the tricky salt will disappear on you. Let me know if you want another permit. I always need the points. Man, my accent, whether Australian or British or whatever the fuck I was just doing, needs fucking work. Anyway. So now we have a Remnants permit. So now we can do salvage. And likely we will not get very far. Because salvage at 75, while not exactly super duper difficult, is intended for at least a minimum of 6 people. And you could actually bring in an entire alliance with you. But back in the day, people didn't like to do that. At least after people figured the event out. Well, except for those plucky fools who got themselves permanently banned in the infamous Salvage bans, which actually some people were unwittingly part of that. But basically, what would happen is there was an exploit in Salvage. You could take an entire alliance in, but it was the first wide-scale alliance event, and probably one of the only ones, now that I think about it. I mean, there's a few others later on, like Walk of Echoes, that you can do a whole alliance in, but the thing about it was, you get gear in Salvage, and the gear you get is rare exclusive items that you have to combine 3 different ones. There's a level 15 piece, level 25 piece, and a level 35 piece. You combine these pieces with that guy that we traded all our mythic weapons to for storage, along with like 12 Imperial Woots ingots or whatever he asks for material-wise, and he makes you the Salvage armor, which is restored armor from Salvage. And there's the Ares set, the Marduk set, the Morrigan's set, and the Scotty set. Oh, and the Usukane set, which I actually stole some Usukane from one of my alt characters because he still had it and he wasn't doing anything with it. And I figured, yeah, this character is going to be at 75 for a while because I'm recording and trying to keep his power level low, or you know, realistic, to actually show off what fights can do in the storyline. And, well, what people would do, and what got them banned, was they would take a whole alliance into Salvage. And whenever one of these armor pieces would drop, in order to speed up the acquisition of the armor, they would, instead of lotting it right away, they would break the alliance, because the developers hadn't accounted for that, but they had accounted for treasure. As long as you didn't disband the parties, the treasure wouldn't be lost. And instead, what would happen is you would wind up creating a treasure pool for each party. And what this allowed to happen was basically duplication. Every time you got a salvage drop, if you had an alliance and you broke the alliance, you would create 2 more pieces of gear. And this let people get oodles and boodles of salvage gear right quick and in a hurry. And you don't even need it to be full alliance parties. Like, you could have just like 2 or 3 people per party, as long as you had enough to set up an alliance, which I think is at a minimum is like 8 people, because you need to have like 3 parties of 2 at a minimum, but then like enough to like switch people around or whatever it is, switch leader, drop leader, whatever. And my brother actually got caught up in that because he joined an in-game link shell called Remedy, who was all about cheating the shit out of shit. Because people who play this game get obsessed with cheating to get ahead. They really do. Anyway, this is a gateway to Salvage. The Remnants number 2, that's for level 99. If we went into Remnants number 2, we would get killed by trash. Remnants number 1, we actually stand a chance. We might actually get to the boss. But I'm going to have to closely follow a guide, because I don't fucking remember how to do anything in here. But more or less, what your goal is in Salvage is to... We're going to be nerfed. When we walk inside here, we are going to be nerfed. Our goal is to get unnerfed. Once we are unnerfed, our goal is to climb. I believe it ranges varying on which remnants you're in. But as you can see, it says you have 100. You have 100 things, and we have encumbrance, obliviescence, or obliviescence. So can't equip armor, no sub job, can't use our job abilities, can't use magic, and our attributes have been fucked. Basically, we've locked into a security field because we are inside of one of Alexander's original parts, like one of his legs or whatever, or one of his, you know, like towers. And so we are like, it doesn't want us to be here. But for whatever reason, it's like, yo dog, here's a chance. If you know what you're doing, here's a chance. So we get these cells, and we get to use these cells. And they take up actual inventory slots. And originally, when you do this in a group, you have to distribute these. You have to know which cell does what, and tell which people, you know, which jobs you brought are gonna be best off by using these cells. Of course, since we are by ourselves, we get to use everything ourselves. But, yeah, so we won't be able to unlock everything right away, but we're gonna get most of our stuff. So let's see. We still can't wear some gear, and most of our stats are still completely fucked. So we got our intelligence and our mind back. We got our total MP back. We don't have a sub job yet still, so we're still fucked on the sub job. But we're not fucked on the other spots, so I think we'll be okay. We can also use our job abilities and magic again, so that's good. And now we have to go through this floor, and I may have goofed already, I don't know. I walked up to a door, it asked me if I could open it. It doesn't look like where I'm at. But that doesn't look like where I'm at. Okay, so there's going to be a different map and a different like objective, or different cells we can get from monsters, more or less, on each and every floor. And we're going to be limited by. Oh, do we have our sub job? Oh, I guess we do have our sub job. Forget about what I said. Oh, that means we want our joy use then, because we don't have a range slot yet for Justice Stones. Please tell me I didn't put my joy use in like my Mog safe. Oh, thank God. Okay. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so increased TP gain, good stuff. Okay, so we've got our ninja sub job. That's great. That's fantastic, actually. Okay, and as you can tell, we're on a time limit, and looks like we're going to be dealing with undead. I saw a Kutra run by. I probably should have brought some remedies and some echo drops, but this is really impromptu, so forgive me. Anyway, it says we can get weapon cells and head and neck cells from Kutrubs, Cumulus cells, Cirrocumulus cell, which is back in ways, Panna cells, several other types of cells from Reserve Draugrs, and then let's see, did we already use the Praecipato cell? Yes, we did. So we don't need to kill any Lamias. We don't need to fight Lamias. Did we use an Undulatus cell? I don't... I'm like... It's been so long since I did any of this. Okay, we did not use an Undulatus cell. Oh, specific type of Lamias. Okay, so... Huh. Alright, we do want an Undulatus cell, though. Either way, let's begin. Actually, I don't have my phalanx up or my in spells. I think in fire would in thunder would be fine. That's the element of the day. Like usually, undead are weak to like well, you know. They're all like Dark Knights at the very least. Sometimes Black Mages. So. Oh, hey, come on, man. Just get in here already. And we're going to need to be really careful until we get an HP cell, because as you can see, our HP amount is just absolutely fucked. But you can also kind of see, even though these are cut shrubs, like, everything in here checks as impossible to gauge, but it's all more or less like easy prey to decent challenge level as far as the trash goes. Every notorious monster in here is pretty rough. And later on there'll be some monsters that are also, like, the higher you go, the harder the monsters get. It's been a long time since I did this though, so I mean, don't quote me. But also, more or less, none of our macros are really going to work until we get higher up in the floors. I figure, try to show off some salvage before I finish off the Treasures of Aht Urhgan storyline. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I die? Also, I believe Treasure Hunter helps with the cell drop rate, because you notice these cut shrubs aren't dropping anything. That's because, like I said, back in the day you had to plan out which cells you were going to go for, and who was going to get what. And, so, like, you really needed to have people, like, you really, like, the idea was, you can't just overwhelm salvage with numbers, right? Like, if you brought in 18 people, you know, you would be able to basically un-gimp, like, one party, like, halfway with that starting box. But then, you know, the more people you brought, the more you're going to have to un-gimp them for them to actually be useful. And way back in the day, the only salvage I really got to do was... I got to do it a couple times in my very first in-game link shell. Let's see, Grave Robber is not one of the ones we need, so let's sneak on by. But I think they took me to the Zalm Remnants with the Discoid Chariot because I needed an extra body in order to not die to Discoid. I think they took me to the Baflau Remnants as well, but I don't fully remember. I do not fully remember. Let's see. Grave Robbers. The second one. This guy's like telling me the specific layout of stuff. I used to have to look these up every time I ran Salvage because, like I said, like it's not an event I'm super familiar with. I did not do it a lot back in the day, and so it turned out to be a blessing in disguise because I got left out of the whole like Mega Band sweep, and they were pretty discerning with that Mega Band. Actually, a lot of people said it was bullshit, but they were actually kind of discerning about it. Because at the time, back in the day, my PLL account was actually started by my brother, and on his same credit card as the account that he got banned. And he like called me to tell me, he was like, "Hey, you might get banned," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "I got permanently banned," and I was like, he's like, "Did you get banned?" And I was like, "No, I didn't get banned." And I was like, "Why did you get banned?" And he told me about the salvage exploits. He was like, "Yeah, so you know, I was in Remedy and." They duplicated salvage gear, and like I sort of just went along with it because you know I wasn't about to like try to make waves in this link shell that was giving me all this in-game gear. And like, it was true. Like, he got a lot of the good salvage gear. And then he paid the price for it. Like, he got all this gear that back in the day, it made me jealous that he got it. But I didn't think he'd gotten it through illicit means. I thought he just, he was actually getting to do salvage, and I was jealous, because I'd only gotten to do it a handful of times. Ooh, Ungulatus. Now that is one we need, right? Let's see. The equipping of ranged items. Yes, it is. Because that would let us use our Virtue Stones, which means we can now equip our Justice Sword again. Not the best thing to get, but, oh, we also get temporary items. That's good. I forgot that those exist within here. Could be worse, though, I suppose. Oh, I should put my shadows back up. Like I said, though, if we die or something, like, it's fine. Like, I'm just killing time, showing content that, existed back in the day. Until we can do story. Oh no, not my already completely neutered stats. We'll Savage Blade the second one. Yeah, I think we'll Savage Blade the second one. No, actually, let's use Warble Blade. At lower TP, I think. Then again, I don't know, my mind... Savage Blade and Knights of Round both have mind modifiers on them. And our mind is actually something that we got back already, so... also, I'm really glad they made cells stack. Cells did not used to stack and became inventory hassles. Which was another reason to bring more than the minimum amount of people. Was sometimes just to make people lot the cells for you, or dump, like, bring an extra character just to cell dump. I'm gonna have to click our stone skin off. You can't damage me even with my vitality reduced? Okay, could you please hurt me? Like, I'll click my phalanx off too. Please hurt me. Thank you. Like, I don't want to get too hurt here, but I can't be like being asleep and wasting time. There is a little bit, a smidgen of urgency to actually, go up floors and get objectives done and stuff. Of course, these being undead, if they were actually able to hurt us a lot and moved us down into yellow HP, we'd blood aggro every cut shrub in the room. So, like, definitely, like, want to rebuff and keep ourselves somewhat safe here. Also, people used to bring Monk. Monk and Puppet Master were both considered to be, well, especially Monk. Puppet Master was considered a joke, but, like, because hand-to-hand skill requires no weapon, in order to have all their weapon skills and in order to have accuracy and stuff. Yeah, Monk was considered like one of the best jobs for salvage. Really high HP, even when cut in half. Really high attack power and damage, even without a weapon. So, like, what people would do is they would bring monks. And once Puppet Master was somewhat learned about, people were like, Puppet Master would be okay. But of course, they can't have their puppet out until they get ranged weapons, right? So, like, what gave us access to Virtue Stones back in the day, that gave Puppet their big deal. Because when you can summon your puppet, as far as I know, it doesn't have a, I don't think it has the stat downs on it that the player gets. Because I remember people said Dragoon was also a decent salvage job. and you know, that was pretty cool. You know, like people were like, "Oh man, you know, people haven't wanted Dragoon in in-game events for years," but you know, it wasn't really because of not having, you know, them being bad jobs or anything. It was just people being stupid. But also, they when they added in the Group 2 merits to jobs in Aht Urhgan or during Aht Urhgan, they gave Dragoon the Angon job ability, which uses this crafted implement called an Angon as a throwing weapon, and it inflicts, I want to say it inflicts 20% defense down. It might be a little bit less or a little bit more than that. But either way, it's just free like every 5 minutes for like 1 minute. The Dragoon lowers the monster's defense by a drastic amount. And because it has like no check against evasion or anything, like it lands, monsters don't resist it. And so suddenly Dragoon became wanted in every like Zerg setup. And of course, people combine that with thieves like Feint and Feint and Bard buffs and Corsair buffs to just absolutely destroy monsters in this game. That was really when Zergs started and got fun and made people like absolutely, you know, just feel awesome. Let's see. We haven't gotten any of the things that I want. I mean, we've gotten one cell so far that we didn't have before. Okay. So you're a Dartist, which is a ranger, and you could drop us. Oh, we don't need to kill you. Okay, well, I'm killing you anyway, so prepare yourself, mortal. Also, you might be wondering about what food I have on, and before I started recording, I was actually skilling up shield skill. Not specifically for salvage, just to have it. Shield skill is a really good skill to have if your job has any innate shield skill. Apparently they put in some sort of shield skill check relative to the monster's level, especially at item level. And so, like, if you don't meet the shield skill tier check, then your shield block rate drops to, like, nothing. And I just thought to myself, well, I might as well have shield skill, even though Red Mage has an F in it. You know, I've got Paladin at 75, I can just level my shield skill, you know. So I did. I capped it at 276, which is the, you know, level 75 A+ rank job cap, and I now have 205 on Red Mage. So Red Mage actually has, you know, it can actually block with the shield now. How about that? So what we need to do now is go down another path and hope that these Cutrubs start giving us, or all we need is one Castellanus, or Castellanus. All we need is one Castellanus cell from these Cutrubs, and then we don't have to fight Cutrubs anymore. The other cells we're looking for is a we opened up, we had a Prieto cell, right? Pretty sure we did. Yeah, prevent the use of magic. We're definitely using magic, so. Let's see. We got an Enchiladas cell. We have Opacus cell. Let's see, we gotta fight Gespence for Verga and Congestus cells. Wherever the Gespence are, those sound like ghosts. Let's see. First floor specific drops. Archaic Ramparts. We need a Humilis cell from that. come on, man. I already have... I have Inca's Cell. I'm hitting you with weapons, dude. Oh no! You absorbed my strength. Let's see how far down it is now. Negative 37, huh? Yeah, let's hit him with Death Blossom just to be fancy. Bada bing, bada boom. Ooh, that did some pretty good damage. Of course, we got to take this kind of damage with a grain of salt because kite trubs take double damage. Right? Like, we look like we're still doing really good damage, and they're kite trubs. So you know, it's like, I don't feel like I'm Gimp. But also, just imagine, like, how much, oh, you know what? Did I ever mention what food I'm using? I said defense food, right? Because I was leveling shield skill. It's a Tabnasian salad, which is a 3-hour food that has the same effect as a Tabnasian taco. So really, you know, really good. It gives up to 25% defense, plus 150. And then like 6 dexterity, 4 agility, 4 charisma, and I think 5 vitality or something. I guess we could look at our stats real quick. Okay, 6 vitality, 4 dexterity, 4 agility, and 4 charisma. And then 20 HP, 20 MP. And I thought I was just going to be doing story missions, so I thought it would wear off by the time I got to any combat. So I'm not using a food I would prefer to be using, like accuracy or attack food, which I think the only food I have access to is, yeah, accuracy food. So I guess once it wears off, I will use probably the Daifuku for accuracy, because there's going to be some thief monsters in here. Oh, and we got slept again. Ah, sweet. Thank you for your critical hit. Now I don't have to disable my my phalanx early. Although I do need haste again. And refresh again. Yeah, what I really like about Salvage is that it puts you in this unique situation. I'm pretty sure this is the first event in Final Fantasy XI that actually, from the get-go, non-optional, restrict the player. The Dreamland Dynamis that you may have seen already, that, you know, it asked us if we wanted to disable our sub-job. I think back in the day, if I remember right, you had to kill a specific notorious monster once inside to restore sub-jobs to your people, but I'm pretty sure it restored everyone's sub-job all at once. So it was like a you know, slight inhibition. Nothing like what Salvage does to you. So you know, just kind of there, you know. So what you actually get out of Salvage, other than just the armor, the archaic machinery in here. Oh, there's the cell we needed. He didn't aggro us, right? As long as he didn't aggro us, we don't gotta fight anymore. We don't have to fight anymore. Come on, brain, work with me here. We don't have to fight anymore. Cut rubs. There we go. But let's see, what else? What other cells can we get from stuff? Alright, guess Pinced would be good to fight for stuff, and Reserve Draugrs would be good to fight for stuff that we do not yet have. So let's get some rebuffs going here. And stuff like regen is super invaluable in here because it heals you slowly over time, but you can move around while it's healing you. Not to say that a spike cure, like a regular cure, is worthless or anything. It's just, yeah, you cast once and then you're like, oh, it'll take me so and so long to get places. Okay, reserve Draugrs. Okay, so we need to go east. We need to go east. Because the Draugrs, they can drop the HP cell we want. They can drop waist and back, strength, intelligence, and I don't remember what Nimbus cell is. I'm gonna assume charisma. So Shadow Dancer doesn't drop anything we need because we already unlocked our MP. Oh great, of course they're Mage Draugrs, why wouldn't they be? Let me just spell that so I don't have to get reparalyzed every time. Sweet. I just realized I didn't rebuff my end spell. Let's do end fire. I know that the element of the day is lightning, but that's going to change shortly. And also, I believe archaic machinery is lightning elemental because it's, you know, powered by electricity. So later, we're not going to be using End Thunder anyway. Urhgan 3, don't you dare get that off. I guess maybe I should have tried silencing it. All right, we got HP back. Now you want to be careful unlocking HP around undead monsters because since we're reduced to 50% of our HP, we're instantly going to be in yellow. And that is no bueno. Okay. So sometimes the way salvage works is you can only get certain cells on certain floors depending on which remnant you're in. And I don't know, I haven't looked ahead in the guide yet, so I don't know if we can get strength cells from other places. So we're gonna want, like I said, since we're alone, we really are gonna want to try to get as many cells unlocked as possible. Of course I'm paralyzed. Of course he casted Zonka too. Jerk. But since these guys can also drop back and waist, we want that. They can also drop strength, and I believe charisma. And their hits are so weak, I might as well not even waste shadows unless it's like a big single target spell, I guess. Oh, there's one that's like a zero cumulus. That's back and waist. So we want to use that right away. Get our speed belt back on. And honestly, let's get our strength and attack up. Because we need to do more damage to go faster. Yeah, part of going fast back in the day was also, like, not only did you try to unlock, like, as few things as possible and allocate them well, but, like, sometimes, depending on how many people you brought, you would just be like, sorry, you're not going to ever unlock your waist and back, or sorry, you're not ever going to unlock your rings, or sorry, you're not ever going to unlock your HP. Which, you know, kind of makes you feel like a scrub, but, like, stuff in here, you know, like, once you get fully unlocked, other than the bosses to each floor, it's really not that bad. Like, you kind of feel like a superhero almost. Especially if you had a good team. But unfortunately for me, most of my experience with Salvage was I'm already full. I know I'd pick up a lot of stuff. Come on now. Actually, I probably should pull that bow back into my main inventory for later. I might have to pull stuff separate. Let's see, stuff I don't need that I can just put in here. Let's see that. And technically a lot more stuff than that. But whatever. Man, come on. Damn right your casting's interrupted. I'm recording very early in the morning, and I live with my pop. He's like in his 70s, and my mom died back in 2020, so without me, he's all on his own. And I want to kill that Draugr, but I don't want to fight that Shadow Dancer. He's a very angry old man now. He's always been an angry man, but he's very angry and sad these days. And I don't have to take care of him yet, but he's really not that far off. And it's really actually kind of sad for me to stop talking about it, because it makes me sad. It was just the easiest place, though, to come live after I got out of the Navy. Although, honestly, job opportunities around here are pretty shit. Did meet a nice girl, though. It all worked out. Except for the whole my mom dying of cancer thing. This is why Thief is good to bring. Man, we've already been in here for 30 minutes. Jesus fuck. We got 70 minutes remaining. We're still on the first floor. Oh boy. We're totally gonna get through here. Oh, the recording's already at over an hour too. And the day change just happened. So if we leave right now, we can get like 2 cutscenes done. Nah, I think I'm just gonna devote the rest of this video to this salvage run. And maybe do a back-to-back recording, depending on how it goes. Because I'm obviously not gonna be recording for another 70 minutes. But come on, wake up. There you go. It's nice that we got our head and our waist unlocked already. And also that I got haste on this body, because that means we're at 12% haste from gear. So we're at 27% haste. Which is honestly not that far. Like, we can only get another 6% from our feet and our gloves. If we can get those back. So we're almost good to go on haste. We don't need HP anymore. Could you please give me a strength cell? It says you can give me strength cells. I would love for you to give me a strength cell so that my hits could become beefy. Honestly, if I was to prepare to do this, I would use a food like rabbit pie or hydra coffee, because those give strength, attack, a lot of attack, and a lot of defense. Particularly rapid pie. Rapid pie would give us 100 attack, 100 defense, 5 strength, 5 vitality. It'd be beautiful. Instead, we just have like 100 something defense from our Tabnasian salad. It's better than nothing. But like, our kill time is suffering for it slightly. Now, I'm not opening up these doors because once you open these doors, I think you gotta fight the Archaic Rampart and possibly whatever notorious monster it brings out. beginning hallway. An archaic rampart can spawn in the beginning entrance hallway if certain conditions are met, likely killing a specific or random Lamia mob. The archaic rampart can use reinforcements to summon the Sabotinder Maestro, which the Sabotinder Maestro could potentially do 1,000 needles, which we don't have to worry about killing us anymore because we got our HP back. All of the doors to the second floor teleporters will be open at the start. Opening a door leading to a second floor teleporter will lock all the rest. Okay. There's some evidence that killing a large number of Kutrub increases the drop rates from Reserve Dragar. Well, we killed like a lot of Kutrub, so I mean, we didn't kill every Kutrub, but whatever. Okay, so the gust tents are up in the northwest. And there's more Kutrubs in the southwest, or northeast. I'll learn how to do directions someday, maybe. We out of Virtue Stones yet? I do got my couches, right? I need those. Swing. Put my shield up in my case. That's something I can put up in my case. Ooh, Vellum. Wait, no, we already used Vellum. That's intelligence, right? Yeah, Sag. If only those had been strength cells. Please give me strength cells. Uh-oh, we're being aggroed by a Miru. That's okay, though. I think we'll be fine. Oh, wow. Oh, they're actually doing damage because Phalanx 2 is down. Oh, boy. Here's what we'll do. We'll kill you. I said we'll kill you. Jerk. And we'll use Susemi ourselves real quick. And then we'll go back to basically being a god. Phalanx 2, baby! And now that you can't hurt me anymore, I put my Aquavale and Stone Skin back. Yeah, other things you had to sort of manage were obviously MP. You couldn't afford to stop and rest after every, engagement in here, so MP efficiency and good MP management, stuff like cookies for faster resting of MP and such. All good things to have. I can't remember what the best cookie was. I never used cookies back in the day. I fell for the trap of pies. Give me that plus 50 MP from that Rollin' Berry pie, damn it. I need more MP, I'm a Galka. Actually, I wasn't never a Galka. I think I mentioned it towards the start of the Let's Play. But I used to, I actually played Tarutaru as my very first job was Tarutaru, or race was Tarutaru. My very first character, Famuslam, was Tarutaru. And I tried being a black mage and a red mage, and neither of them worked out very well. And then I tried being a Galka. Well, actually, then I tried being a warrior, because I thought it was funny. And then, when I stopped getting invites around level 23, because people used to really believe in the whole racial difference mattering a whole lot, and it did matter more at lower levels for those kind of jobs. I decided to switch to Galka, and Galka got invites on Warrior all the time. I had no problem getting to level 30, and then getting the Dark Knight to level 30. But then I got tired of being a Galka because I felt too big, I felt like my swings were too awkward, I felt ugly. And at the same time I played my Galka, I started an Elven that also got invites on Warrior. And also I got up to level 34 Dark Knight on my brother's server back in the day. So we wound up being on different servers. Hey, the wyvern doesn't disappear like a Dynamis. What gives? Your wyvern better drop cells, man. Man, what a chip. But, yeah, I tried basically every race up to level 30, except for Mithra. I refused to be a Mithra because they're girls only, and I didn't want to be like all the other people that I considered to be perverts back in the day, and still kind of do. I still think it's weird for people to play the opposite sex in games. And, like, it's not knocking on, like, anyone that's just doing it to do it. You know, I've matured since then. You know, I realize people like to have sexy characters on screen. Some people just like women in fiction. But, like, I don't know. I've always found it to be kind of weird. Okay, that's a stat we don't have. Okay, so we got our back and waist, so we don't need any of those. We have magic. We don't need those. Oh, Nimbus is agility. I guess that makes sense. Clouds, fast, whatever. Okay, so not strength like I wanted, but it wouldn't hurt to dodge stuff. Although Red Mage's evasion is pretty piss poor in the first place, so I don't think we're really going to be dodging anything, but you know, whatever. Oh, you're a thief Draugr. How about that? I don't need any more HP. I need strength. Give me strength, damn it. Damn it. Sometimes when you stop for a second, like when you engage, if you had auto run on, then you'll continue to auto run after your character pulls out their weapons. Which will interrupt any casting you try to do. Although sometimes you kind of like that the auto run carries on, especially if you're in a hurry. I don't think we need Zero Cumulus, right? That's just back and waste again. Okay. Well, it's unfortunate, but unfortunate that we're basically spending like half our time on floor 1. But I think Arapago Remnants is one of the ones that only has like, I want to say it only has like 5 floors total. Like one of the salvages has like 9 floors, and one of them has like 4 or 5. One of them, and then like the other 2 have like 6 or 7. Like they're not all created equal. Some are harder, some are easier. And I don't believe we can use trusts in here, which is why I haven't even bothered to try summoning them. I guess I could check, though. Oh, we can use food again, so it's not going to really be that great of an increase, but might as well. Frees up an inventory slot, too, since it's the last one on the stack. Please give me strength cell. Strength cell, please. Please. Strength cell, please. Damn it. More Nimbus cells. Oh, well, could be worse. Oh, you're a bard? Well, then I want shadows in case you try to do elegy or something stupid. I don't think the bard marrows give anything I need. Ungulatus or Precipitio or whatever. Oh, okay. Of course we get all the cell drops from the marrow, but from these Draugrs, oh no. So we don't need anchors. Don't need back and waist. We have ranged weapon. We don't need to be able to use magic twice. We don't need HP. Come on, man. Where's my strength cells? You're making me sad. You're making me sad in the pants, in fact. You would think these Dragoon joggers would drop the strength cells, because that's like a strength-based job. I think Dragoon has... Like, Warrior and Dark Knight are tied for first high strength jobs, and then I think after Warrior and Dark Knight comes, like, Paladin, Dragoon, and Samurai are, like, all tied for, I think they consider it 5th place or whatever, because by then you're talking about 5 jobs, but they're really tied for 2nd, I guess. I mean, I don't fully remember. Congestus, isn't that Vitality? It is. Was that not listed in the thing? It was not listed in the thing. Interesting. Oh. We just gained however much defense that allotted us, and stronger cures on ourselves, because we now have our vitality again. So that's cool, I guess. Of course, that means if we get slept, we might not take damage even if we turn off Phalanx. So, hopefully we don't fight any mages that do that to us. Man, we've already been in here like another 20 minutes. Come on! Where are the Panis cells? They listed for Reserve Draugr, they listed Panis, Vellum, and Nimbus, which is Strength, Intelligence, and Agility, apparently. They did not list Congestus, right, which is Vitality. Need to get that Inspell back on, that's like half our kill speed. Actually, it's more than half our kill speed. Now my right eustachian tube is like itching like crazy all of a sudden. Now it's driving me nuts. I'm sorry, I'm gonna turn the mic away for a minute here while like my throat/ear itches. Snap, we're getting our rings and earrings back. Hopefully that will stop my ear from itching. And we're getting access to double attack. Ballin'. You know what, I don't really think we need our defending ring right now, so let's just throw on this triumph ring to get more strength back, especially since we don't seem to be being given our strength cells, so. I'll probably put the defending ring on against any notorious monsters, because that's when it will really matter. Now it says these ghosts can drop the Congestus Cell, but we already got Congestus Cell. What I wanted from them was the Virgus Cell. Oh, sure enough, they drop Congestus Cells. Aw, really? Well, at least it wasn't Elegy. You slutty bard. Well, that was redundant. Let's see. We don't need back and waste. We don't need rings and earrings. We don't need vitality. We don't need agility. We don't need HP. And I'll just save TP up on this slutty bard because they're a slutty bard. They deserve to be a TP whore. Also, you might have seen that that first ghost when we entered this room was like, I'm gonna cast Sleep Go on you. I was just like, don't. So we can actually still get Panis cells from the second floor. So I don't see anything that I really want or care about any further on the first floor, I don't think. Because nothing here gives any other gear slots. And frankly, I don't really care about going back to the start to try to see if that Archaic Rampart will summon the Mariachi or Sabotendo Maestro. I don't feel like fighting a Sabotender. Because possibly, I wouldn't think they would put a 10,000 needle Sabotender in here, but Sabotender notorious monsters sometimes have 10,000 needles. I'm just not going to take that chance. So what do we got to do on the second floor? We got reserve joggers. And then what else? Second floor. Okay. We're starting out where? In the northeast corner here. And what, we gotta kill everything in this room to unlock the door? That's usually what happens if you're in a specific room. So, supposedly these Froggers can drop the Panis cells. And if they drop them one right away, I'm gonna feel stupid for running like crazy through all those other ones. Also, when we get our strength back, I'll probably just put the defending ring on full time. And we're at an hour and a half, like for the recording, and we're almost at 60 minutes inside for the salvage timer. So unless I speed up tremendously, I don't think I'm going to get to the end. I'm definitely not going to get to the end of a single recording here, but we'll see. I might just go ahead and start a back-to-back recording to, once we get to like an hour 45, I might stop and start another. Okay, so... This floor, it's literally all the same monsters, and they all drop the same stuff as the first floor. Basically, this floor is like we break out. We break out, and then there's a kick here, and that we can try to kill that can drop some of that salvage armor. But I believe he like runs from us as we fight him, and then like I don't remember if he warps away after a certain amount of time, or if he just like dies or something, or like I don't know if we need to kill him to go up. Is what I'm saying. The doors leading to the center area and the teleporter to the 3rd floor are always open. Wait, so we don't need to be killing this stuff? That's kind of irritating. A kick here in Astrologer will be in one of the 4 hallways leading to the center teleporter. After opening the door, once aggroed, we'll cast a spell, and if players are too close or too far, we'll what? Fight the ghost. I just re-sleep the Chucky Boo. I didn't want to fight the ghost, but I guess it aggroed. But if the player's too close or too far, run a few steps towards the portal in the center room, then repeat. Sometimes it uses phase instead of casting a spell. After a certain amount of time, the Kikaran Astrologer will warp. There is no particular determinant for when it will warp, except it needs to have reached the center teleporter and have a target in range. You can steal a duplicatus cell from the Kikaran Astrologer. Kikaran Astrologer has a low chance to drop the Deimos' Cuirass. Kikaran Astrologer has about 5,000 HP. So I don't know if I'll actually try to fight that or not, if I'll just go up. I'll probably just go up. I have no interest in Deimos' Cuirass. I believe that's the... I want to say it's level 35. Yeah, it's level 35 piece for Ares' body, which is a really good piece for Warrior, Paladin, Dragoon, and Dark Knight. The salvage sets are all like job specific, or well, like job grouping specific. Ares is for the ones I just listed. Usukane is for Samurai, Ninja, Monk, and Puppet Master. And then Marduk is, I believe, Bard, White Mage, and I want to say Summoner? I could be wrong. Morgan's is Black Mage, Blue Mage, Red Mage. Yeah. And I don't think any of the sets are on the Treasures of Aht Urhgan or the, not Treasures of Aht Urhgan, the Wings of the Goddess and the Seekers of Adeline jobs, because those jobs did not exist yet. But from what I understand, nowadays, there's, did you just make me naked, bitch? You son of a bitch. Okay. We'll just macro on some gear really quick, and then go back to what we were using, because of the haste, and the attack, and the strength, I said. Okay, we don't need precipitate PTO cells, so... Ooh, Hermes Quencher, that could come in handy. And the other stuff I don't really care about. Okay. So I guess we didn't need to kill these guys. In some of the salvages, whenever you get warped into a room like this, you have to kill everything. And on some floors, you do have to just kill everything. Let me see if we can get strength cells on the next floor at all. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we can. So we don't need to like hang around. We can go up again. We got elegied. God damn it. So I guess we could look on wide scan to see where the Kickern is. Okay, he's up north. I mean, I guess I could try to fight him. I might as well, like, just to show off one of the notorious monsters that's in here. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to time out. Like, we're already on our third cast of Protect and Shell, which means after this bout of Protect and Shell runs out, we'll have about 11 minutes left, maybe 10 minutes. Let's see, since he like moves, I don't think there's any reason. Oh, he's like a black mage? Shoot. Do you just like fucking full on run, dude? Damn, how fast do I gotta kill your ass before you warp? Like, damn, dude. Oh, yep, he's already warping. Well, I guess that wasn't that much of a loss then. I guess I should have started by casting gravity on him or something. I don't know exactly how you're supposed to fight that thing other than kill it really quickly. I guess what we could have done, he didn't seem to have that much HP and he was a black mage, so we could have built TP up on a monster. Like, we could have gone down one of the other hallways and like fought a monster, and then we could have let's see, third floor. What do we got to do on the third floor? We've got a north and a south, it looks like. Northern pass. There are reserved dragars of dragoons and thieves, merus, red mage sams, bards, corsairs, guest pins, and deviant boots. Southern path is cutrubs, psychoflayer, Kickern treasure hunter, and a teleporter to the fourth floor. On the north floor, okay, they both end in a Kickern treasure hunter. The south floor has 6 psyche flayers. Okay, so basically pick your poison. Fight ghosts or fight psyche flayers. And I feel like I would do better against ghosts. So we are going to go north and be boring. Because, well, for one, psyche flayers are... soul flayers are demons. And demons have dragon killer. And the Crimson Scale Mail's one weakness is the fact that it gives you dragon affinity. So anything with dragon killer will intimidate you. And do we have to kill everything, or do we have to... The portal taken on this floor will determine the areas that you will have access to until you reach the 6th floor. Once aggroed, the Kickern treasure hunter will run away toward the portal in the central room from which you moved up from the 2nd floor. Oh, so it will run away, like, if you don't kill the enemies, it will run away through the enemies, I guess. There are situations in which the Kickern treasure hunter will return, I guess, to where he's at near the portal without traveling to the central room. When he returns, he will use a TV move as soon as he's engaged. It is usually sand spray. It can blind everyone. Finding him in the room where he pops, if all players in the room on the northern wall, after it flees from the room, it starts in, then it will usually come back. It takes 90 seconds to run from one helipad to the other. While running, the Kickern treasure hunter will frequently drop Kickern mines that do 50 HP of AoE fire damage if a player moves within range of the mine. It has very high evasion and about 5,000 HP. So, I don't know if I actually need to be killing its enemies or not. I would still like to... Oh, you aggroed me anyway. I would still like to, you know... Hey, that actually hurt. How dare you? How dare you actually hurt me? So this kick here doesn't sound like he's worth fighting either. Apparently he has a chance to drop Match's coat, which I think is the level 35 Morgan body piece. Yeah. You can tell which one is for by the jobs that are on it, and this one, Match's coat, is for Black Mage, Red Mage, and Blue Mage. The offensive mages. Well, at least it wasn't Torrent. Okay, well, it doesn't say anything about having to kill every enemy. I'm guessing the intent of this floor, though, is to, like, kill the enemies and then, you know, chase the Kikirn down in time or something. And I guess the Kikirn are like your rival treasure hunters in here that you're killing or something. Don't actually know that, but you know. Let's see. Back in waste. Maximum MP. Already got that. Would one of you Draugrs please kindly give me strength? Come on, you know you wanna. I have a vague recollection of a floor that's shaped like this, where the boss at the end, instead of being a Kikirn, it's a Parago mage, like one of those red ones, and it's a real bitch. Fight, kill. Got any notes on this floor other than what drops what? Because if so, if not, I'm just gonna go up. Because if we got 6 floors to go through, then I don't really care. Except for the fact that I would really like to get strength, because it looks like... Yeah, it looks like this is our the last chance we've got in here to get strength, is these Draugrs. So... I guess I'll try. I guess it's not the end of the world if we don't get strength, because it's not... Like, we've got our HP, we've got our MP, we've got our ninja tools. Like, I think we'll be okay, but... We're gonna get the rest of our gear back, it looks like, as we go deeper. As we go deeper, it looks like we'll get access to our hands. And, or I guess I mean higher. But, Let's see, ghost. I don't think I actually want to fight the ghosts. And that's another reason to go north here is, I guess you can sneak by the ghosts. They're not like true sound or anything. Whereas the, if you went the Soul Flare path, you know, Soul Flares are true sight, and they also aggro magic. So, like, good. Let's see. Yeah, none of these Lamia or Maras drop anything I want. And the ghosts don't either. Oh, come on. Really? I didn't want to fight you, you bitch. Oh, double Excalibur proc. Gotta love it. Oh, you know what? I didn't check to see if I could use Trust yet. Do the Deviant Boots drop anything different? No, they don't. Okay, whatever. In that case, I'm just gonna sneak back up and keep going. And if I wind up having to kill everything, this guy doesn't say that I have to kill everything, so... like... you know, be kind of whatever. I'm pretty sure that'll be all she wrote. Oh, there's a kicker and treasure hunter in here. Is he immune to gravity? Mind blast. Yeah, he's immune to gravity. Okay, so supposedly, if we just run over to the northern wall, it says, then he'll come back. Supposedly. But honestly, even if he does come back, I don't know if I really want to find him. Even try to find him, really. Sand spray! Oh no, he's gonna blind me! Oh, whatever shall I do? Oh, he's unbeatable now. Ugh. I was joking, but like, I don't... Apparently I don't have accuracy and he hits pretty hard. Oh, and he's running away again. So... I don't know. I don't really care about any of that right now. Let's just go up. I do not care. Alright, 4th floor. So, we've given up our chance on getting more strength, by the way. Although we ran out of Draugrs on the northern path anywho. So it's kind of whatever. Okay, so. In the small room to the east, there's a Kickin' Treasure Hunter and a teleporter to the 5th floor. Cumulus cell can be stolen from the Kickin' Treasure Hunter. The Kickin' Treasure Hunter has a rare chance to drop Matcha's coat. Oh wow, you get all sorts of chances to get Matcha's coat in here. Ooh, we can get Fractus cells. That's dexterity. From Nippers, huh? So let's see, what's in the northern there? In the large room to the north of the 3rd floor teleport are 5 Deviant Boots and a large Deviant Boot. The large Deviant Boot has a chance to drop Deimos' mask, and it can use Perdition. It has 15,000 HP. That sounds like a nightmare. Especially solo. I don't want to take that on. The west, there are 3 Archaic Gears. Larger room with 3 Archaic Gears, 2 Migrant Rasulas. Okay. Well, where are the Nippers? I want a Fractus cell. Maybe the Archaic Ramparts can summon them? Question mark? Also, Archaic Gears in here usually have the ability to drop Alexandrite. You do salvage. The main reason you do salvage, other than the armor, is to get Alexandrite for mythic weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and start a back-to-back recording. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a great day. And I'll see you again with finishing this salvage run up, likely with failure by timeout. And then we'll carry on with Treasures of Aht Urhgan missions. So, see you next time.